Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would take you through all of my planner routine this morning, touching all of the planners. I first start in my main planner. This is a B6 Simstology in a D-ringed slim medium Campagna from Giglio, and I'm just kind of putting down some things, looking through some things. I don't really do my full morning routine in here because that's going to consist of my morning prayer, morning pages prayer, soap study, and all that. And I did that yesterday. So what I wanted to do was just kind of update all of my planners. Today we went to the Forward Service Department, and they were just rude. They were just rude, and kind of just discriminatory. And it was just kind of like, wow. So I was trying to get my son to go in and just like get his first oil change on his car, and they just made it virtually impossible. And so I just left. So I wanted to come home and just do my normal routine. My husband is off today, so I will make sure that he handles all that. But I needed to like decompress, so I wanted to just like pull out all of my planners and write in them. And this was a very long video, and I was thinking about doing it and just like leaving it no talking and just kind of showing you, but I am making all of these like weird sounds. My stomach's all growling, I'm like slurping, and like I don't know. So I was like, let me just put a little quick voiceover. So what I'm doing here is just writing out my devotion note. Like you guys have seen me. I really like doing that. I really just having the repetition of writing really soothes me, really regulates me. I have noticed that throughout the years that if I ever want to like self-regulate, I could just kind of write and just kind of get a bunch of stuff, do a bunch of daily pages, use a bunch of stickers, and that like really soothes me. So that's what I'm doing. Everything that you see in this video is pretty much all around me at my kitchen table. I have my whole little setup, and this is really where I sit. I have like my tripod that's connected to the table. I've got all of my supplies. Earlier, in December, I decided to kind of like downsize my area, and it's still working. I still have, I haven't brought any other planners to the area that I know I'm not going to touch and use. Before, I was literally having like 20 I swear to you, like the whole little area had a whole bucket full of just planners. And while that does work for me, and while I do need stuff around me, I need the different projects every day. I was like, it was getting a little bit too much, so I decided to like focus on what matters. So I'm finishing up my devotion notes, and then I'm heading over to my Hobonichi cousin. This is the standard size. It does not come like this. I cut it down. If you go a few videos back, you will see me cut down and set up this whole book. But I really love it as a yearly challenge project. I didn't include it inside my planner lineup because I knew that this was going to be something that I wanted to work on all year, and there maybe stops in which I don't use it every day. But I'm absolutely 100% loving it. I use the dailies to kind of just do normal, just whatever stuff like memory keeping. And I've been using day on 2 pages, so hopefully I don't get through the pages as fast as the weeklies, because I do want this to last until June, but who knows. I know that when I have a challenge, I'm like, I need to get this done. Like, I want to get this done, and I want to fill up the whole book. So I can fill a 365 page or more book a month, but that is with my planner system. Anytime I get into another system that has already been, curated for me, I kind of get stuck, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not what I normally do. So, but I love the Hobonichi products. I love planners. So this is one that I wanted to just kind of use. I am just writing different things. I lay down stickers. I work around the stickers. I use different pens. I use different textures, brush pens, different color pens, highlighters, just because I like all the look of all the different things on my pages. I like stickers, and I like to use them to document certain feelings and emotions and things. So you will see me do that in all of my planners this morning. You'll see me do it in my rings. You'll see me do it in the cousin. You'll see me do it in my A5 Astrology, which is now becoming like a commonplace book. So again, just repetitive writing is just really, really important for my memory. It's also really important for me to just take everything out of my brain. And even if I write it several times, it's not so that I can just be a workhorse and get it all done, because I have different days of different energy levels. And more than none, I've been falling under the like burnout, and it's just like I can get the bare minimum done. So this helps me feel like, oh, I'm just being productive when I know I'm probably not. But it also helps with, my creativity and just kind of calming myself. And I don't know, you're in this hobby with me too, so you totally can understand that. So, I just kind of love the beginning of the year, because it's like the start of a new year, start of like all the time we can use our planners. And I tend to go gung ho, or I tend to go like minimal. I'm in between. I'm feeling like I want to use absolutely everything, and then I'm feeling like, oh, okay, go away. But these are the ones that I'm touching mainly. So when I do anything in my planner projects and I remember something that maybe is very important, I will reach for my main planner and put it in my brain dump section. So that's what you basically saw me do. I was writing something in my cousin, and I was like, okay, I want to remember that I need to do that. And I believe it was a lot of homeschool stuff in terms of tracking. I need to make sure that my homeschool tracking, although Texas doesn't require it, is on point for the beginning of this year. And I usually track homeschool in my main planner on a weekly basis, but I would love to see it on a yearly basis. So that's what I want to try to work on this year, and this second half of the school year per se. In terms of homeschool, our daughter is reading, y'all. She is reading, but she is not sounding out the words. She's doing exactly what I did when I read. She's just doing everything by memory and just kind of like context clues, I guess. I don't know. She just like broke out one day and just started reading really, really hard words and like really like long paragraphs. And I'm like, whoa. So all this time that I've been working on blending words with her and sounds, she knows the words, but I don't know if she's not getting the meaning. I don't think she is. She's just, getting it off of her memory, which that is exactly how I started to read. So I finished up that one, and then I'm heading towards my my Moleskine. This is my year of record. Now, this book is a part of my planner lineup. My main Astrology, which is a B6 Slim, and this one is what I would commit to for the whole year. I finished that last year. Oh my gosh, that's so funny to say. But I finished about 14 notebooks, and that's with my main planner system. And then I did a yearly in the large Moleskine. I redate it, and I just make the Sunday have its own day, because I just really like the feel of the Moleskine paper, the look of the weekly, and it's larger than the like Hobonichi Weeks layout. I still have my weeks. It's chilling, but I'm not really reaching for it. So I'm looking at the routines that I wrote down the other day, and I really want to finalize those. I think I want to do a video on those too, to just kind of showcase like what my energy level routines really look like when I'm ideally and highly motivated and I've got all the energy, and then like on a normal day, and then like bare minimum. Because sometimes when I'm having energy issues, I just forget, like, what am I supposed to be doing today? Sometimes, to be honest, it's just feed the kids. Feed the kids. Some days I'm like in my pajamas all day, and I can't get it together. As I got older, it got worse in terms of my skill and my function. I was able to always just go, and ignore my body and just push myself to like the ultimate limits. Now it is very difficult. So yeah, I want to make routines, maybe type them, or maybe just like write them out on like a little bookmark, and, just so I can have for reference, like, okay, it's okay if your energy fluctuates, it's going to happen. what is your plan of attack for when the energy is like completely low? What do you need to make sure you do? So yeah, I am in my ring planner now, and this is the one that I am really loving. I'm going to do a small little daily page in here. Again, I use my rings for reference and mental health. I do have a portion of planning in here for fun, and I like using my Filofax dailies and weeklies. My Filofax dailies are completely outdated. They are from, I don't know, I want to say, let me flip through, 2021. That is so I could just get through all of the ones that I do have. So I kind of put down like, I want a pen to paper daily planner. Not, I don't know if I should say planner, maybe notebook. I maybe want it like 3.5 by 5.5. I want it to be where there's no stickers and just me writing. I wanted to use my reporter style little spiral notebooks for that. And I'm not saying that I won't. I was supposed to get them like 2 days ago. They never came. So supposedly they're going to get here today. I actually got mad and like tried to cancel it. Amazon was like, no, we're not canceling this. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm going to try that when they come to see if I want to use that for like a pen to paper. But we shall see. I also am putting down that I need to do some homeschool planning, wash my daughter's hair. Wash days are very hard with her. She has a lot of sensory issues. She does not like to take baths or water on her body. And it's very difficult sometimes. Most times when she gets like that, I usually just do a wash day once a week for her hair and moisturize and do different hairstyles. And then also with her body, when she gets like that, I will use wipes and wipe her down and moisturize her. She just really gives me a hard time sometimes with it. So hey, look, I have struggles too. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to do what's easy for us right now. So I'm just writing down that I'm making loads of plans, knowing that I probably will just do my top 3. And that is what I want that pen to paper, little scratch paper book for. Of course, I could shop my stash. Totally. But I can't figure out what I want to do. And when I can't figure out, I start to obsess over it. And I will start to use everything and anything until that thing is satisfied. So I'm thinking of setting up my February book. I don't know if I want to do standard or B6 Slim. So I'm just kind of writing that out. I briefly just go through the rings and just kind of like, thumb through and give kind of like the planner portion of the rings some attention. I also use my main book to put down certain things that I want to remember too, because remember, I will flip through all of these things every single day. I am at home with my family now. I left my full-time job in 2019, so I'm very blessed to be able to do this. I'm very blessed to be able to film, make content for you guys, do what I love to do, take care of my home, homeschool, be here, and do all the things. So yes, I'm able to touch all of these planners, but I also have a real life that you guys do not see. You only see like maybe 1 hour a day of me just going to town or me being on my stories, but there's 24 hours in a day. And so you guys don't get to see all of that, but you do get to see a lot of me touching my planners, writing in my planners. That's because I absolutely need to. Anytime I feel just completely stressed, anxious, depressed, sad, mad, angry, what all the moods, I come sit down on my table and go to town, move my hands and write and get lost in my own world to help me, just get it together somehow. So one good thing about my ADHD is that I am very fast at cooking and cleaning. When I need to get it done, I will be like a full-fledged diner up in here. However, I will still burn myself. I'm very clumsy. I will break things inadvertently, and it sucks, but I like the positive side of that. I can get it done whenever I need to get done. If I need to clean this whole downstairs when I have the energy in like 10 minutes, I can get it done. That's like the biggest positive to my ADHD. But yeah, so that is that in my rings. And now I'm going to go over to my A5 Stology. And again, today was just a lot of like writing and planning and using things. I'm rearranging my little bucket that I have here where I keep the sticker books. I keep the main planners that I really kind of use. And that is all that I keep in terms of like the planner bucket. I also keep like stickers and like tabs and stuff in there, but I was rearranging that and putting the stickers back I was going to do like a little like Bible study thing here, but I remembered that I have a soap study section in my main planner. So I just kind of write a scripture loosely using my TWSBI Eco in the stub nib. And I wanted to give some attention to my other color ink that I have in there. And it's kind of like a red brown. It's very beautiful. And then the other one is inked up with like blue black. And so these are my two stub nibs in the TWSBI Eco that I have, and I love them. So I just kind of pull out the Bible and I read in Psalms. Psalms always calms me down. Psalms is always very soothing, and Psalms is always just like super duper big time encouragement. So I really love going to Psalms all the time. I love Ecclesiastes. I love Hebrews. I love the New Testament. I think the New Testament is so encouraging and just really showcases the promises of the Lord and the coming of Him. And so I just really love that. So I just kind of loosely use my bullet journal key code and put a little cross. The cross means anything faith related, and I just go to town writing out the scripture. I do use the A5 to kind of like, I don't know, write more than I would in any one of these planners because they're so big. This is so big. But I originally started using it to paste in a commit 30 sheet. I still will do that every week, but I will still allow myself to use it as a regular commonplace book. So I just kind of find some little coffee stickers that I was missing. I was like, where are they? So I took some time to go and find them, and they were on my planner cart that is to the left of me. And I found my little stickers and I brought them. I found my Z-Pack because I need to take the rest of that. So I took that pill. And then I find that I need to go ahead and use some of these stickers. So and a Post-it that I wanted to use. And again, if you have a really big size planner and you really feel overwhelmed with the space, I didn't feel overwhelmed. I just wanted to use that really cute Post-it and put down some scripture and like motivation. What I wanted to use the little Post-it for was just like a rough to-do list on some kind of cleaning. And whether or not I wanted to go live today on my Instagram. But I just kind of use those to finish up this spread. And I really love using all the things. I love using my supplies. I love using it to get through because I have so much. And so I just kind of paste down this little sticky note. Again, I've used my fountain pen. I've used Tombow brush pens. I've used the pen from Hobonichi, the brush pen. I'm using like a Tool 0.7 in the blue. And I love the look of all the different pens. I've used that way of planning for a really long time, and you'll see that common theme in a lot of my notebooks. So I always just like filled things. I don't like white space, so I like to fill it up with writing, stickers, encouragement, and that is basically what you have seen me do today. I've went through a lot of the planners that are right beside me, my Moleskine, my Kinbor, my rings, my Stalogy, my Hobonichi, and just filled them out, used them. So I would highly encourage you to write today, use them, do what you want to do to be creative, and have fun. God bless you.